You will now have no therein. Now, Byron, when in the scene there will be to use the scene. In the herd, just the herd. In the imagined, just the imagined. In the colonized, just the colonized. Then, Brian, as you will have no thereby, you will have no therein, as you, Bara, will have no therein. It follows that you will have no here, or beyond, or midway between. That is just the end of ill. Condition marks. Marks there are these three conditions, marks of that which is conditioned. What three? It is genesis apparently. It is passing away, is part a parting. Its changeability while its appearance is apparent. These are the three conditions of which is conditioned. Non-conditioned marks. Marks that are these three non-conditions of which that is unconditioned. What three? It is genesis, is not apparent. It is passing away, it is not apparent. It is changeability while priest is not apparent. These are the non-conditions marked, of which is unconditioned. Where do earth, water, fire, wind no footing find? Once upon a time, Kevadar, there occurred to a certain brother in this very company of the brethren a doubt on the following point, where now these four great elements, water, fire, and wind, pass away, leaving no trace behind. So that brother Kavada woke himself up in such a state of ecstasy, that the way leading to the world of the gods came clear to his asthmatic vision. Then that brother Kavada went up to the realm of the four great kings, and said to the gods, therefore, where my friends do not the four elements, water, fire, and wind, cause leaving no trace behind. And when he had thus spoken to the gods in heaven, of the great four kings, and said to him, we, brother, do not know, but there are four great kings, more potent, more glorious than we. They will know it. Then that brother Kavada went to the four great kings, and put the same question as seen by a similar reply to the 33 who sent him to their king. Saka, who sent him to the Yama gods, who sent him to their king. Soma sent him to the Tisu gods, who see him on their king, who sent him on to the Namara gods, who sent him to their king. The Kavada, the Bhikkhu, as quickly as one could stretch forth his bended arm, or draw at it, was stretched forth, vanished from Brahmin world, and appeared before me. And he bowed in salutation to me, and took his seat on one side, and seated he said to me, where is it, sir, that these four great elements, earth, water, fire, wind, causing leaving no trace behind? And when he had thus spoken, Kavada, I answered him, long, long ago, brother, sea traders were wont, when they were sailing on an ocean voyage, to take them to a land-sighting bird. And when the ship got out of sight offshore, they would let the land-sighting bird free. Such a bird would fly to the east and to the south and to the west, to the north, to the zenith and intimate points of the compass. And if on the horizon it caught sight of land, either it would fly to it, but if no land all around were visible, it would come back to the ship. So just, brother, do you have sought an answer to this question, and having it in vain, even up to the Brahmin world, come back therefore to me? Now the question, brother, should be put as you have it, instead of asking where the great four elements cause, leaving no trace behind. You should have asked, where do earth, water, fire, and wind, and long and short, and fine, coarse, pure and impure, no footing find? Where is that both name and form die, leaving no trace behind? Or is that answer? The intellect of the Antabich, the invisible, the endless, the accessible from every side. There is that earth, water, fire, and wind, and long short and long fine, coarse, pure and impure, not footing find. There is that boat, name and form die without leaving no traces. In this very formation long body, along with its perceptions and thoughts, your reverence where there is no more being, born or growing old, no more dying, no more feeling for existence. And rising up in another, I declare that the end of the world is not going to known, seen or reached. But your reverence, I declare not that is any making an ill will without reaching world's end. Nay, you reverence is very fast from long, with its perception and thoughts. I proclaim the world be likewise the origin of the world, and making of the world likewise the praxis and of the ending of the world. Monks, there is existence, the condition wherein neither earth nor water nor fire nor air, where is neither the sphere of infinite spheres, nor infinite consciousness, nor of nothing, nor of neither consciousness or unconsciousness, where there is nothing in the world, nor beyond, or both together, none moon and no sun. Errant monks, I declare, is nothing coming to birth, is no going from life, therein no duration, therein no existence, no falling, no arisen. It is not something fixed. It moves on. It is not based on anything. That indeed is the end of ill. There is this apparent. These are the unborn monks, and not become, and not made, and not accomplished. If that unborn, not become, not made, not compounded, where would not they would be an apartment, no escape from this here is born, became, made, compounded. But monks, since there is an unborn, and not become, and not made, and not compounded, therefore the escape from this that here is born, become made, become compounded is apart. This is the meaning, the born, the become, the produced, the compound, made thus. And thus lasting, but of birth and death, agitated a next of sickness, brittle a thing food, supported to be, 'twere no fit to take delight in such, to this therefore to escape, beyond the sphere of reason's lasting unborn produce.